Hi guys, Kalmier here once again, and so today, by popular demand, I will be bringing you mining tips. However, there's quite a bit of information, so I'm going to try and do this as quickly as possible. So what I'd like to do first is show you my floor plan, basically. What I'm going to do is dig down so that my Y coordinate is set to 11. My eye level will be 11. Once I'm at that depth, I'm going to build a small room that's going to include, a workbench, some chests for my extra cobblestone, furnaces to smelt any iron I find, stuff like that. So I'm going to have a small work area, and from there I'm going to go either north and south or east and west. It doesn't matter which way, and I'm going to start branching out with a main tunnel. This is going to be a thicker tunnel to make it easier for me to go one way or another. And then I'm going to build another workstation. And from these workstations, I'm actually going to go out with smaller, like maybe a 2 wide tunnel or a 3 wide tunnel like that. And then that way I can pretty much go in between digging my strip mines. And go this way, and then if I need to go further out, I can. And dig that there. Okay, so basically I can keep going out as far this way as I want to, and just keep digging the strip mines in between the two larger mines. Once I gone out as far as that way as I want to that way, I can start going out this way and do the same thing. Put the smaller tunnels in between. Once I've gone as far out as I want to that way, I can come back to my main hub and do the same thing on the other side. Oops. Okay, and do the same thing over here. And then once I felt I've gone as far out as I want to that way and that way, then I can continue from here going out this way. Same thing on the other side and go out this way. Whoops. But the main point of this structure is so that it's kind of easy for me to find my way. By this tunnel being larger than the one wide tunnel, if it's a 2 or 3 wide, then I know how to find my way back to the center shaft. Once I find my way back to the center shafts, I can easily find my way back to the exit point. But that can go on, your main shaft can go on and on as far as you want that way, as well as far as you want that way. Just keep remembering to put workstations, so that if your tools break or you need to smelt some iron or store some cobblestone, you have a place to do that every couple 25, 50 blocks away. And so there you go. This is going to be my floor plan. So let me go ahead and get that started. I'm going to go downstairs and get to eye level 11, and then I'm going to build myself a small little work area. So I will be right back with that. Okay guys, I'm back, and I've gone ahead and dug down to eye level is 11 and Y is 11, and I've put in my water drop and my boat elevator. I've cleared myself out a 5x6 room and put some work essentials in the floor. Now if I need more furnaces, I can add those into the floor, as well as more chests. Basically the way that this is going to work, like I said, this is going to be my first workstation. So I'm going to either choose north and south or east and west, and I'm going to go probably about 50 blocks and put another workstation. That's going to be my first thing, and that way I have 2 points to go back and forth, and then once I finish that way, then I can come back and go that way. So I'm going to go east and west. I have 5 blocks set up here. Normally the way that this tunnel scheme is set up is you're going to have 2 tunnels that are 3 blocks apart from each other. So a tunnel, 1, 2, 3, another tunnel, and it's going to continue on that way. As you dig that way, you're going to go 3 more over that way, and then another tunnel, and then 3 more over that way, and then another tunnel. So this is going to be my start off, but because this is my main shaft, I'm actually going to dig out the entire center. The way that I do this is in segments of 8. So like if this is the corner of my room, before I had dug these out, I'd come right up against the wall, and if you stand forward and just dig, it'll go 4 out, and then do the bottom 4. And since this is a main shaft, I'm going to go ahead and go that way, 3 high. So that's 4. Then I run up to that wall and then I do another 4. And so that gives me a total of 8. And at that point I put a torch. Now, based off of light schematics, or the way that light travels, supposedly you can do it every 12 and you still won't have monster spawn, but then it gets really dark and it's hard to see. So I'm just going to do 8. So again, I'm going to walk up to this torch, and I'm going to go 4, and then do the bottom 4 and the top 4. Okay, and then I'm going to do my next 4. So I'm probably going to go out 48, because that's a multiple of 8, and then I'm going to build my next workstation there. So I will then, after I build my workstation on that end, then I'm going to come back down on this side and clear, and then I'm going to clear out this entire section. So this will all be one big empty space, and this will be one of my main shafts. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I've gone ahead and built it's 48, 6 times 8 is 48 that way, and then came back on the other side, and there is a small room over there. And so what I'm going to do for this middle chunk is I'm going to go ahead and use TNT. So I dug in as far as I could. I'm going to place the TNT in the end of the corner. I'm going to grab my cobblestone. I'm going to select the cobblestone before I hit the TNT, hit it, lock it, and then run away. Now you need to still be careful with this. You don't want it to, destroy your structure. Hopefully no lava will be in there. So be careful when you're doing this, but this will help you clear out this last part pretty quickly. You just have to kind of pick any leftover pieces that are still there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this walkway. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I've cleared out this entire shaft, and I used TNT. Be careful though, because it will destroy ores if they're already on the ground, so just kind of be careful where you use TNT. I did get some gold and some iron. And I'm going to go ahead and set up another work area right here. Alright, and from here, I'm going to dig a 2x2. Actually, I'm going to make it 4 high, so that way I can see some of the upper shafts. And again, if you were to have a tunnel here where all 3 of these are, then you're going to want to go, or where all these torches are, you're going to want to go 3 over. 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th one, you would have your next tunnel right there. So let me clear a little of this out. Okay, now this actually stopped here. So whenever I'm starting my first tunnel, I'm actually going to go 2 in, and then I'm going to repeat the pattern of doing 4 by 4. So I'll go down this way real quick. Well guys, I've found my first diamond, and let's see how far it goes. 1, 2, always dig around, because there could be diamonds hiding. Veins can go diagonal, so always double check around the area. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill this in, just because if I come across this with a different mining shaft, I don't want to accidentally fall in. And continue. Okay guys, second batch of diamonds. So yeah, this is turning out really well. Dig a couple areas out, make sure there's no continued vein somewhere else. Nope, looks like it. Fill this back in. And gonna continue. Okay guys, so there's my first continuation from down there. And already got 8 diamonds. I'm thinking that's actually very lucky. Don't expect that on your first tries in any of the tunnels. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, but I'm going to go over in the middle between my main shaft and the first one, or later on it'll be in the basically in between whichever shafts you're working on. And I'm going to dig there and then there. Okay, so once again it's 2 in, so I'm going to place my torch starting there. Let me make a couple others real quick. And so now I'm going to return, but I'm going to return there. So this shaft is letting me see those 6 squares. Well, this shaft is going to let me see the top one, these two, and this bottom floor. So the only one that I'm missing right now is this one. If you really want to get 100% exposure, you could go along one of these bottom ones and dig out that corner, so that way you could see that block as well as you go down the shaft. Usually diamonds aren't that compact. Usually they'll branch out a square or so, so you'll find it efficiently using this method. So I'm going to go ahead and dig my way up in that top one. Okay guys, so now I have my 2 shafts, my first 2 done. So this covers again layer 9, which diamonds don't spawn as much on the 9th level as they do as the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. That ceiling covers 14. So now my next tunnel is going to cover 15 and 16. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back in here, and we're going to go up at an angle, 2 over. So there's 1, and then 1 more. There's 2. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and break that out this way. And the reason I did this 4 high was so that I can see the ground when I dig out this small section. Alright, and so I'm going to place my torch here, and I'm going to dig this way. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I've reached the end of this tunnel, and this is why I dug this 4 high, was so that whenever I was digging out this tunnel, I would see the ground is missing and I know that I'm in my next area. So I'm going to come back to the torch and dig down into this tunnel, which I can easily hop out of. So this actually covers every square, except for there's a square in between where the doors on the bottom floor are. That middle block is not seen anywhere as you're digging down the tunnels. So that block is missed, and then there is another block on the top that is also missed. But those are the only blocks that are missed. So you get a lot of coverage with this method. Now if you're looking for something with a little less coverage but moves you along a little bit quicker, you can do this method here, where you would have a door here, a tunnel there, and then again 3 down you'd have another tunnel. But instead of only going 2 up, you would go 3 up and have another tunnel up there. And you would not have a top tunnel. You would just have, bottom floor, upper floor, bottom floor, upper floor. It would zigzag back and forth. This does not cover as many blocks, or uncover as many blocks, but it gives you, it moves you along quicker. So this one you might miss smaller veins, but because you're moving quicker, you might find bigger veins later. So these are the 2 methods that I found that both work efficiently. Again, from here, this goes back and forth between this workstation and the workstation I put down there. You can keep going out further that way. Once you've gone out far enough that way that you're ready to stop, you can turn around and you can go this way and do the same thing between here and that workstation. Then you can go down this way and put another workstation further down that way, and so that way you're going this way with your tunnels as well as this way with your tunnels. And you basically just keep changing these as long as you want. Once I've gone far enough that way and that way, I can build out the wall that's around that workstation and continue that way and build a 3rd or 4th workstation, and just keep going over and over and over as far as you feel. So hopefully this will help you guys find lots of diamonds. And if you do find that this is efficient or you learn something new, please give my video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I thank you guys again, and I will see you in my next